our report sa Blue Ribbon Committee is fairly complete, including the people who should be charged. Actually, I was hesitant to charge Secretary Duque, principally because he was a prisoner of the president. He was a cabinet member. Although you can see that eventually he collapsed and he allowed himself to pass on the money to PSDBM, which is unusual. The Department of Health is the primary government agency, primarily charged with the health of the nation. Why should they give it to a PSDBM that is not used to these things? No. But to make a long story short, it could not have happened without Duterte. President Duterte started the wheels of corruption, and it started by making sure that he transferred the money. There was money to be looted. He appointed his people, some of whom have already been charged earlier. Like Lau was involved in that investigation involving the ship from Korea, the battle systems. And then he was moved to HLURB, and then he faced another set of charges there. And then in spite of that, they put him in PSDBM. How could they do that? And then they put in his cohort, this guy Leong, who later on would be appointed to the ombudsman when Lau could not qualify to the ombudsman's position because he has become very controversial. So parang sigurado na pag natapos ang investigasyon, pag natapos ang term ni President Duterte, there will be somebody to protect him doon sa ombudsman. I'm pretty sure that was the objective. But beyond that, he was defending Michael Yang all the way. He was saying he appointed him as economic advisor, which is really an eye-opener. And he was saying this guy was a businessman, pagador. And then he was saying that after his Benway position, he made sure he was covered. Lin Wei Xiong, the cohort again of Michael Yang, was appointed and given a corporate secretary certificate that says he is the one who will take out all the money. Kala nila hindi namin makukuha yun. Nakuha namin yan. So that's why he hid sa Dubai, because he was the one moving the money. A 625,000 peso corporation was moving 11 billion pesos. That alone is already a strong signal. COA already exposed it. What did Duterte do? He was running interference. He was attacking COA. And when Blue Ribbon started investigation, Duterte was attacking us, calling us all kinds of names, telling his people don't attend. And then when he got cornered, some of the people ran to Davao to escape. The Indians went to Davao to escape, and we caught them there. They were already released. So it's all there. And then when you look at the law, this corporation had no legal, technical, and financial capability, let alone the fact that they were already involved in Taiwan. The father of the pharmaceutical company here, Pharmally, was involved along with him in Taiwan. They were already charged with fraud, embezzlement, and stock manipulation. And then Duterte saw them. Can you imagine that? The same people saw Duterte on 2017, brought by Michael Yang. And if you look at the pictures, Michael Yang had the lay of the land. He was slapping Duterte in the back. Sabi niya, hindi siya marunong ano kaya ang salita nila? Hindi naman marunong mag-Bisaya raw si Michael Yang. Hindi raw marunong mag-Tagalog. Hindi marunong mag-English. Pero they were chummy-chummy. And then a lot of pictures came up where they were in China. And Duterte again was protecting him. Sabi niya, malakas ito doon sa Premier Li Keqiang. Malakas ito doon sa Singapore, doon sa ambassador. The ambassador is left in his house. And by the way, Mr. Michael Yang, who is not being charged at all, did not pay his income taxes. He only paid 7,200 in the 19 years at that time that he was in the Philippines. 7,200, and he had huge buildings in Davao, huge buildings in Clark, and huge buildings in Manila. There is an avalanche of evidence, not just circumstantial, but documentary evidence that should have goaded Duterte if he was honest. The moment these guys were given a contract, 612,000 for a corporation that had only 625,000 pesos, he would have said, alam nyo, sinabi ko sa inyo, not even one whiff of corruption. He could have said, why did you give this contract to them? And when it was already exploding left and right, instead of doing that, he was defending them. How can you do that? He was defending them. That is why I think that Michael Yang was indeed an agent that really nursed Duterte when he was mayor, took him to China, and that's why even Justice Carpio says Duterte has become an agent of China. Imagine telling our people there not to interfere with the fishing of China in our exclusive economic zone. So all these things, when you put it together, really Duterte's hand was in every aspect of this of this corruption, and he should be punished. If in Vietnam, the president of Vietnam was removed, and his people were charged with corruption, and they were removed because of COVID just last year. And
Oo.
in Malaysia, natanggal si Najib. Sa in Taiwan, natanggal yung anak ni yung president nila. In Korea, 4 prime ministers, presidents of Korea have been charged already. Why can we not do so? Hintay pa ba natin maunahan pa tayo ni President Trump? My gosh, ano ba naman klaseng bayan to? So far, that's how far we've gone. 11 billion, principally because, even the ombudsman are now saying the hospitals in Mindanao never received the supplies. And for that matter, hindi pa nauumpisahan yung All of Nation Recovery Act, yung bayanihan. That's before it started. Lincoln Ong was already supplying PSDBM with how much? 500,000 worth 27.7 million. But in reality, Department of Health bought the same mask for 16 pesos.
Yeah.
16 pesos.
Less.
My gosh, I mean, how can Duque not see that? I mean, nakabili sila 2 days before, 16 pesos, tapos ito bumibili ng 27 pesos, and it was delivered according to Mago in their warehouse right away. And they only made believe that they paid it in April 16. But in reality, they had already started stealing from the government at the time. There were times, Karen, hindi ka ba magtataka, at some point, I think in May or June, they were supplying 2 billion. 2 billion at any one time, and then another 2 billion later on. It's I have the list here.
Yeah.
Yan. So umabot talaga in the few months that they were there, they were able to get so much money, and yet Lin Wei-Xiong was hiding in Dubai, and yet Duterte could have ordered the Money Laundering Council, where did you put the money after you were paid? That's an awful lot of money to move. In the first place, even before they bought, they could have asked, saan mo kinuha yung pera pambili mo? 625 million lang yung pera nyo. 625,000 lang yung pera nyo. Nanguha ka ba ng letter of credit? Nangutang ka ba sa bangko para pambili niyan sa China?
Oo.
Wala sila may pakita. They were being guaranteed by Michael Yang. And even Duterte joined the chorus by saying, pagador yan. Maraming koneksyon sa China yan. And yet they never showed how the thing was coming. In fact, we have evidence, oral evidence to say na sinabihan yung mga inspektor, huwag nyo nang tignan yan. Palampasin nyo na lang palampasin. It's all there in the report. Even without that order, cabinet members are acting with the authority, what they call the doctrine of qualified political agency. It is presumed that the acts of the secretary are the acts of the president. But here was an express, talagang diretsa. Ako nag-transfer on September, sinabi ni Duterte in his program, sinabi niya ito, ako ang nag-utos kay Duque. This is August 31, 2021. We have that, right?
Yeah.
Sabi niya, best na sinabi yan. Now, under the law, Duque caved in eh. He could have said no, pero pinapanish rin yan. If you follow an illegal order, and you acquiesce, you will be charged. All right? So Duque now can become a state witness depending on the ombudsman. He could be a major state witness against Duterte to haul it in. That's his only chance at salvation. Even, otherwise everybody will say, I just buy anything and then saka na tayo magpaliwanag. But in reality, the ombudsman saw that too, and the ombudsman said, yung binibili nyo, 625,000 pesos lang yung pambili nyo. Pagkatapos, hindi nyo ini-explain na bakit kayo ay Chinese corporation kayo, puro kayo Chinese eh. Dapat kung $500,000 ang binibili nyo, dapat hindi lalampas doon, pero dapat Filipino corporation kayo. Ang bumibili mga Chinese. Yung
Oo.
presidente Chinese, Singaporean na Chinese. Sila Lincoln, sila iba pa, sila Lin Wei-shong, sila Michael Yang. And you have several statements that Lincoln Ong himself pointed to Michael Yang as the guarantor. The president himself of the Pharmaly Corporation said, ito ang nagpapautang sa amin, ito ang nagagarantya sa amin. Kaya binigyan namin ng papel yung kanyang kaibigan na si Lin Wei-shong ng papel na pwede siyang magbayad at pwede siyang bayaran at walang paliwanag. Saan napunta yung pera? Where did the money go? When they were paid, I would imagine so much money was coming out, billions were coming out. I would imagine our intelligence agency should be looking, saan napupunta yung pera niya? Ang laki-laki niya, nawawala. The name of Bongo already surfaced in the beginning. And he was really moving heaven and earth to say, I'm not involved. But in reality, lahat ng mga cards itong mga tao to, sila Lau was saying that he was working under SAP nung siya ay PMS head. SAP is the senior assistant assistant of the president, no? Special assistant of the president. At pati nga yung mga Indians, they had cards in the office of the president kay Bongo.
Yeah.
And Bongo, kept saying, no, I'm not involved. But, kung siya ang special assistant ng presidente at yung mga bata na lang galing sa Davao were fooling around with the contract. By the way, there was you can ask Secretary Lorenzana here. He showed a note that says, talk to the admiral involved na ilipat, kausapin niya ito mga to para mapaliwanag sa presidente. Even there alone, there's already smoking gun. And then later on, doon pa sa HLURB, na-involved na naman, pero nakakalusot pa rin. So really, there is something to be said about Bongo. He must explain because nothing would happen. Nobody would be appointed to any position at that time without Bongo's clearance. Right?
Oo.
That's a fact. Now, in the case of the cases that are filed, administrative punishment pa lang yun. You're disqualified from public office. Mayroon pang criminal case yan. Pag final yung criminal case, it could blossom into plunder because there is a conspiracy by all these people and you can connect everyone together from President Duterte to Michael Yang to PSDBM, lahat sila all the way, including Secretary Duque, kasama siya dyan, and then all the way down to the folks, sila Mago. Can you imagine they were even nambabalo sila ng luma? That means walang binili. Pinapalitan nila yung product ng luma. You remember that? All the trappings of foolishness, of corruption, you can put it all together in one outline. You will have perhaps about 30 to 35 incidents na connected from Duterte all the way down to the smallest guy. And you can see all the way to the escape, all the way to the fact that they chartered a plane using Mohit Dargane's initials. Sabi niya, nakilala niya lang yan. MD ang nakalagay niya, yun lang alam niya, yung pala Mohit Dargane. Ikot talagang, I prepared something. I'm just waiting for the ombudsman to complete the investigation. But all this, I can send it to you if you like. You can read it, and it's very logical. All the connections are there. All the documentary evidence are there. All the statements on the road. They make a big thing out of the fact that the Senate did not approve it. That's not true. The Senate did not vote on it. They abstained. And what really happens here is that it's still a public endeavor filled with statements under oath, with documents that were obtained legally. And if you use that, you have a case. Bakit hindi ginagamit yan? Para lumalabas kayo. Sinabi na namin yan, si Duque should be follow Duterte. And then, sinabi na namin, si Michael Yang is involved. Bakit wala pang kaso hanggang ngayon? All these things are there, and I think it's eventually, palagi ko nininervyos na yung mga taong involved dyan because bukod doon sa mga problema nila sa ICC, ito ang pinakamalaking kaso it is the case of the century, the corruption century, which happened at the time when people were dying, when people were sick. They had the temerity to try and steal money from the people of this country at that time. And these are all what? foreign nationals who are persecuting us, who are harassing us, intimidating us. Makabawi naman tayo because hindi naman ito bawi eh. This is justice. We're not talking about bawi, we're talking about justice.
Yeah.
You know, ninanakawan nila ang tao. Talaga, this is the height of evil. And who perpetrated it? Who perpetrated it? It is the president who is now accused of killing so many people. He is an embarrassment to the country. And now, he's even now lumalabas, sinabi na ni Duque, siya nagutos. Eh, matagal na namin sinabi yan eh. And if you look at the sinabi yan eh. And if you look at the record of the Blue Ribbon Committee, no one was spared. I can show you all the reports. All the presidents, nilagyan namin, they must explain or they must be, cases must be filed against them. Even the chief of the Philippine National Police had to retire early, Albayalde, because of our investigation. And then the two immigration officials, they're now in jail because of the TV that we were able to capture doon sa Soler para mahuli sila na tumatanggap ng pera. And yet, pagka mga tao na ng mga pangulo na ganyan eh, they're already exempted from prosecution. The moment we are able to prosecute these people, klaro-klaro sa taong Pilipino na na-prosecute natin yan, maniniwala ang tao sa gobyerno, marami nang lalabas na katotohanan dyan.